Okay?
Yes.
So I came across the feminine archetypes when I was looking for some tools to ease one of the biggest suffering in modern humanity. Denying our beauty, rejecting our perfection, ignoring our function, and therefore not fulfilling our purpose. Every plant, every stone, every animal, every star, and every human being, we all have our very special place, and we all have our very special qualities with which we are supposed to contribute so the whole, the universe, life can work in perfect harmony. A daisy knows about its beauty. It would never envy a rose. A zebra would never exchange its stripes for the dots of a cheetah. And the oak tree doesn't waste 1 second of its existence and want to be a palm tree. But we human beings with our magic, incredible magic brains, we have the capacity to say no. We have the capacity to say no to our incredible potential. And therefore we do not step into our light, and we do not take the responsibility to contribute our part. And with this ignorance and not even knowing about who we are, as you have already talked about, not knowing what our purpose is, we create a lot of personal suffering and a lot of global chaos. So Jean Bolen added an important, colorful variety to the quite conservative and, in my eyes, limited choice of Carl Jung's feminine archetypes. Let's have a look to the 7 Greek goddesses that bring us a little bit more visual aspects to all the different qualities that women can contribute to this world, and each quality is important. We have Persephone, the maiden, the mother's daughter, the good girl. Many of us have been forced to live in this position for years when we were young, because our wilder qualities may not have been very well seen in the society or in our families. Others again, when they think about her, feel a kind of loss because they haven't had the possibility to be innocent, to be playful, to be carefree. That's what Persephone stands for. She has this eternal youth even when she grows older and stays receptive and flexible to any changes. She's usually, her shadow sides are that she lacks passion and her own drive, so she can be easily manipulated by others. And then we come to Hera. Hera is incredibly able to bond, to commit to a relationship, to be faithful, to be loyal. Her goal is to find a partner, and not only a partner, but a man who is ready for commitment, a husband. And once she finds such a partner, she is radiant, she is blossoming, she fulfills all her different tasks with joy and with precision. On the other side, she can be obsessively jealous and furious, and she neglects her own growth. And often she picks a man that is abusive, and through her loyalty, she doesn't even recognize it and then does not take care of herself. And then we have Demeter, the nurturer, the mother, the goddess of the grain. In her presence we feel so welcomed, we feel so nurtured. We want to be with her because she is so loving, giving, tolerant. She also can create a lot of dependence and insecurity for those that she is caring about. And she really needs to take care that she says no, and she nurtures herself as much as she's nurturing others. Then we come to the more independent, wilder archetypes of the women. Artemis. Artemis is the sister, she's the goddess of the hunt and the moon. And she has very focused concentration, she reaches her goals, she's courageous, she protects those who ask her for need, who ask her for help. And she has a strong sense for his sisterhood and is usually surrounded by a lot of other women. On the other side, she lacks quite of empathy and compassion because she doesn't need anybody to tell her what to do and why to do it. She knows what's true and she goes for it. So that's for sometimes she can be emotionally detached And when she punishes somebody who offended her, she does it without mercy. And then we come, maybe you know somebody like this. We come afterwards to Athena. Athena, she goes more for the intellect rather than for the heart. She appreciates a lot logical thinking. She comes up with pragmatic solutions and strategies. And she is also very creative and patient. That's why you also see her a lot in creative aspects. But on the other hand, she lacks close women friends because she is disconnected from her feminine intuition. And she and Hera are the one who would always betray her women friend and always go in favor for men. So these two types of women have this shadow side next to their wonderful qualities. And then there is Hestia, and Hestia is the one who brings us inward. She doesn't get the same attention in public like Athena or Artemis, but when she is not present, something dearly is missed, something inexplicable. She turns a house into a home. She brings this sacred energy into a group. She brings you inward. She truly enjoys solitude. She can get absorbed in meditation for hours. She is the one who struggles when it gets out to the world and she has to be interactive. She is the one who has to have an eye on that she does not get isolated because she doesn't feel lonely when she is alone. And then we come to the alchemical goddess that I was thinking about and Eugenia was talking. The alchemical goddess is Aphrodite. She only has the power of transformation and creating new life. She has this magic energy field that unfortunately is often reduced to sex appeal, and it's so much more. She makes lovers glow. She brings conversation. She makes conversation really sparkle and glowing. She's like a theater lightning that illuminates the stage. With her warm and full attention, we want to be around her. And often this full attention is misinterpreted. That's why she needs to be very clear when she interacts with people. And she has the biggest gifts because it's such a magic light. And that's why she also has a very big shadow part. She needs to really work on her commitment, that she stays with one partner, one project, one job, because she can easily fall in and out of love. And so when we have a look at these only 7 main characteristics that women can represent, always coming with a big potential, always coming with some risks we have to have an eye on, then we know that we realize we need to know who we are. We need to know what our function is, so we can really step into our light and take the responsibility to contribute to make this world a better place. Thank you.